Hi there. This is the second Stories from the Shed. Last time we had a little diatribe on something, but today is the actual first Stories from the Shed. We now have 3 kids, but at one time we only had 2, a boy and a girl. And my wife is a nurse, new mother. The kids came a year apart. Anyway, she's a new mom. And changing the diapers for one of the kids, she thought she saw worms. She thought the kid might have worms. I guess it happens. We don't have a pet, but I guess it happens. I don't know. Maybe the kids eat something. Who knows? Anyway, so she took the kids to the doctor, and it was a new doctor. That's fairly significant. And the doctor checked, couldn't find anything. So the doctor gave her some medicine gave her not a prescription, just wrote out some directions of what to buy. And asked our weight, and my wife said, for all the kids and her, and said, well, my husband weighs about 190 pounds. So the doctor does some calculations and comes up with a figure and gives it to my wife. So gets home, I go down to the store to buy the worm medicine. Now, even though it's over the counter, it must be fairly toxic because it's kept way at the back. But even though it's kept way at the back, you can still pick it out. On the box, just a small box, the letters are like at least half the size of the box, 4 worms. You cannot mistake these for headache relief. They are 4 worms. So it's an old pharmacist. So I get his attention. I, give him the papers, tell him what I'm after. So he comes up to the side and he says, you ever taken this stuff before? As if my kids had worms all the time. So I said, no, the first time. He said, well, you to take some water, gave me some other tips. And then he looked at the amounts to give him an indication of how many or how much he should sell us. Comes in boxes. He says, you need 2 boxes. He says, are you sure these numbers are right? One of them seems pretty darn high. He says, yeah, well, I got them from the doctor. It seems she thought it was what I needed. So I get home. The doctor's on the phone. He says, Mr. Mahoney, you haven't taken that medicine yet, have you? And I said, no, I just bought it. Why? He said, well, I made a little miscalculation. Here's the proper amount. So she gives me the proper amount. Everything's the same for the rest of the family. Mine, however, is a lot less. So after I hang up the phone, I do a little bit of math myself. And I figure it out. She'd given me enough worm medicine, or advised me to take enough worm medicine for a 2,000-pound man. So we take the medicine. We have 1 box empty, 1 box full. Now, it's not cheap. It's maybe, $17, $20, something like that. So I said, well, got to go back to the drugstore and take this back. So I go back to the drugstore and sort of hiding it in my pocket because it says 4 worms on it, It's like a box of condoms, but it's actually worse. So I go up to the cashier and I said, I'd like to return this. We haven't opened it yet. I'd like to return it. It's a new cashier. She picks up the box, starts waving it at the head cashier saying, Marge, I have to do a return on this, and I don't know how to do it. 4 worms being waved all over the store. Okay, that's the end of the story. Our adventure with worms, or there weren't really worms anyway. I chose the wrong cashier, obviously. Over and out. We'll see you next time. I hope you enjoyed that. It was fun reliving it again. Bye for now.